Hey everybody, Comics Dad here with another comics read along. Today we're going to be reading Batman issue number 614, uh, titled Punchline, but it's also part 7 in the original Hush storyline. The Hush storyline is one that a lot of people out there really enjoy and revere as definitely one of the better Batman storylines. But this one, written by Jeph Loeb and Jim Lee, basically up until this point in this storyline, Batman's been taken on typical Batman villains, Killer Croc, Poison Ivy, etc. Um, at one point, but there just something wasn't sitting right with his interactions with them, during his fights with them, what he was uh, stopping them from doing, the crimes they were committing. Um, but during one of his fights, Batman was on death's door basically, and Alfred had called one of Bruce Wayne's old friends, who was a doctor or some kind of a surgeon. They came out and actually stitched Bruce Wayne up, and to the point where he wasn't at death's door anymore. Um, Bruce Wayne, Selena Kyle, and this doctor friend of his, the three of them went to a show at the theater, whether it was a play or an opera or something like that. But Harley Quinn ends up hijacking the show, causing chaos. I believe shooting into the crowd or something like that. Um, as Bruce changed into Batman and he went to chase down Harley Quinn, uh, lost track of her. But as he left the theater, rounded a corner, he ended up seeing Joker uh, over the dead body of his friend, his doctor friend, with the insinuation that Joker had killed his friend. So now, how this issue it leads into kind of the continuation of that. We're about to see the fallout of uh, Bruce Wayne as Batman now just having to deal with seeing freshly killed his childhood friend with his greatest nemesis, his greatest rival, the Joker, being implicated as the one who had killed him. But I hope everybody enjoys this book. I enjoyed it the first time. It had me on the edge of my seat, just in terms of, well, I'm not going to get into it. You guys will see as we read through it. And without further ado, let's jump into Batman number 614, Hush Part 7, also titled Punchline. The Joker. I've known him longer than any other criminal. Stop! He shot Barbara Gordon at point-blank range and left her to die. The fact that she is still alive does nothing to lessen the anguish he brought down on her. Deemed insane by the courts, he never went to jail for the crime. Despite all my efforts, I know very little about his origin. Stop! Who he was before he became the monster he is today. He shot Lieutenant Sarah Essen, former police commissioner Jim Gordon's wife, and killed her. The Joker's life should have ended then and there. Dick Grayson, Nightwing. He explained to me once that the Joker and I are forever linked in constant battle. Stop! And in some sick way, the Joker exists because of me. How I represent the order that is necessary to live in Gotham City, and the Joker is the chaos that disrupts that order. The Joker beat a child named Jason Todd to death for nothing more than wanting to be the young hero Robin, the boy wonder. He walked away from any responsibility for that crime by using some bizarre diplomatic immunity he had obtained. Only moments ago, the Joker took the life of a childhood friend, Dr. Thomas Elliot. Tommy, returned to me as I lay dying. Without any hesitation, he used his skills as a surgeon. I am alive today only because of him. Now, Tommy is dead, and the Joker killed him. As Batman just keeps just face shot after face shot into Joker. Stop! I think about what Nightwing said. My being responsible for the Joker, as years worth of rage courses through my fists. I cannot. Stop! Stop! I will not accept any responsibility. Stop! For the Joker. Up at the top here it says, I made a promise on the grave of my parents to rid the city of the evil that took their lives. By day, I am Bruce Wayne, billionaire philanthropist. At night, criminals, a cowardly and superstitious lot, call me Batman. And this is Batman Hush, Chapter 7, The Joke. Written by Jeph Loeb. Tim Lee did the pencils. Except that I should have killed him long ago. Stop me if you've heard this one before. Batman, I'm innocent. Joker professing his innocence about killing Bruce Wayne's friend. There's Harley Quinn trying to sneak up. You see, I didn't kill this guy. I can hear his confession, but it means nothing. Harley Quinn. As Batman dodges out of the way and Harley brings the hammer down on Joker's arm. Oopsie! Yeah. Sigh, Mr. J. He, ducked. Get away from him, you big galoot. If my guy says he's innocent, then he's innocent. Right, Puddin'? In some perverse way, she loves him. And gut kick. Ugh. I will let no one, nothing, defend the Joker or his actions. And crash through some garbage cans. Ouchie. Batman comes back and grabs the Joker. I'm not joking, Batboob. Check my gun. Nothing but blanks. It's just another lie. Another lie to keep himself alive. Although, you look at the gun right there, and it's got the bang flag. I think of Barbara. And snapping the Joker's neck becomes that much easier. That girl. She loved the job, possibly even more than Dick did as Robin. And I indulged her, maybe out of respect for her father. I understood her addiction to seeking out justice, to rid this city of the evil that manifests itself here, even though she knew the risks. I just really like this page. The was it almost like a watercolor painting void of color. The really neat page. Still haunted by that single moment. There it is again, Joker shooting Barbara right through the abdomen, and it ended up didn't kill Barbara, but ended up basically ending her career as Batgirl. She cannot give it up, even without the use of her legs. She is invaluable to me in her role as Oracle. And I tell myself that Barbara would understand what I have to do tonight. No! I don't want to fight you. Catwoman. Selina. Earlier tonight, Harley Quinn shot her. Her shoulder is still damp with blood. I'll do what I have to keep you from doing something you'll only regret. How could I regret what should have been done a long time ago? And as I said in the intro, at this point in the story of Batman, Batman and Selina, or Bruce Wayne and Selina Kyle, have become an item in dating. And Selina also knows that Bruce Wayne is Batman. How could she understand? As he grabs her whip. Don't. God damn it! I know what you're feeling, but if our roles were reversed, you would do everything in your power to stop me. She wasn't there when I found Jason. Jason Todd, the Robin that the Joker had killed. Jason never had the skills that Dick had. I should never have let him put on the costume. No matter what the differences we've had through the years, I've always known that Dick had a gift. Jason only had rage. And I thought, hoped, that if I could channel that rage into something more productive. For these reasons, I've carried the burden of responsibility for Jason's death. When it was the Joker's fault. When it is, the Joker's fault. His price to pay. Yeah, and Batman is just filled with rage and guilt and bloodlust, I guess you could say. See, he strikes Catwoman's shoulder that is wrapped up from being shot by Harley Quinn. Ah! Whatever feelings I may have for you, Selina, and that is very complicated right now. I cannot let you stop me. Her bullet wound makes her vulnerable, and I exploit it. And I tell myself she will understand someday. Selina. Don't you see that our relationship only allows for the possibility that one night it will be you that I find killed by the Joker? I cannot, will not, allow that nightmare to become a reality. And I really love the imagery here. It's yeah, he's seeing the Joker on one side of the alley, another side of the alley, and even then up in the moon there, you can see the Joker's face is there. Batman is currently becoming consumed with the guilt of everything the Joker's ever done. He dies tonight by my hand. That's my that's my best thunder and lightning sound effect. Help! Wild man! Bad man! Batty man! There will be no escape. No, no, no! What? There is nothing I can do to him that would cause him the agony that he has brought upon others. But I can come close. As someone has been able to get the drop on Batman. Stand up and put your hands in the air. Blam! And you can see the bullet going across and nicking Batman across the arm. I can crush his windpipe and sever all oxygen from his brain. And another gunshot, blam! Takes off the one of the bat ears off of his cowl. The next shot, I will drop you. I could push his ribs right through his lungs and rupture his heart. You have to think about what you are doing. Who and what made you who you are? Your role models, the beliefs they instilled in you. And think of how the Joker could never understand that. It's what makes him who he is. Think. I could pound his skull into the pavement until it fractured into so many pieces his brain would spill out. And this is a very, very, very fringe dark side of Batman that we're seeing. He has nothing but bloodlust, rage, and murderous intent in his heart and his mind right now. But who's this that's trying to talk Batman out of it? God help me. You have thought this through. It is what should have been done a long time ago. I may no longer carry a badge, but I still believe in the policeman's oath to protect and serve. All I can do is appeal to you through our friendship. I wouldn't let you do this when he shot my daughter, killed my wife. I don't know how I could stop you, but I won't let you throw your life away. If you haven't figured out who it is by now, well, you're gonna. Jim Gordon. With all he's lost, I thought he'd understand. Jim, you and I have seen more than our fair share of tragedies and thirsted for revenge. If Batman wanted to be a killer, he would have started long ago. But it's a line. On one side, we believe in the law. On the other, sometimes the law fails us. Maybe that's why I've understood you, allowed you to help protect this city. Batman, if you cross that line, if you kill the Joker tonight, I will lead the hunt to bring you to justice. In the eyes of the law, in my eyes, you'll be no different from him. How many more lives are we going to let him ruin? As you can see, Batman's hands are covered in Joker's blood. I don't care. I won't let him ruin yours. And Jim Gordon, probably Bruce Wayne's one only true friend he's got left in his life. Well, Batman's only true friend, I guess you could say. Trying to be the one voice of reason that Batman will actually listen to. It was from an alley like this one that a man with a gun emerged from the darkness and murdered my mother and father. In that single moment, my childhood ended. And you can see down below, in the panel on the left, at the bottom of the panel, that I believe is Batman's friend, the surgeon who was murdered in the alley. Then there you've got Catwoman, Harley Quinn, and even Joker. All so this whole book is just taking place within what, a 20-foot radius. And then on the right, now all of a sudden, there's someone peering over from the rooftop down into the alley watching Batman and Jim Gordon. Wonder who it is. He is innocent. Holding a coin and flipping it. Get the joke? And coin lands on the other side, and it's all scratched up. Now I wonder who we know in the Batman universe that has a coin, a two-headed coin, one side perfectly fine, the other side all scratched up. But why is his face all bandaged up? Could it be Two-Face, or could it be somebody else? For those of you who know the Hush storyline, you already know the answer. But for those of you who don't, to be continued. Well, and there you have it, folks. That was the end of the first half of the original Batman Hush storyline. Uh, we see Batman pushed to the brink, and he's just about to cross that point of no return. Uh, the darkest version of Batman I've probably seen. I'm not uh, an avid Batman reader. I'll read the occasional storylines that I hear about from people, and I've picked up the occasional Batman trade paperback or a handful of comics over the years just to read from uh, things that I either thought looked cool or sounded interesting or that I heard from word of mouth. But I hope everybody enjoyed this. If you want to continue reading it, I definitely encourage you to go to your local comic shops, try to find the rest of the Hush storyline. But if not, there are alternative ways out there of reading it as well. But I definitely encourage you to go read the entire Hush storyline. It is one that a lot of Batman fans really seem to enjoy. Jeph, Loeb, Jim Lee, they did great job with the writing and also Jim Lee's art, being able to help set the tone and tell the entire story, especially of the anguish that Batman is feeling in this issue in particular, with the rain and the lightning storm, and just how Batman is just ignoring whether it's Catwoman coming and talking to him, and he's just continuing his internal monologue the entire time. Jeph Loeb uh, really did great with that. Batman didn't really say much in this issue. It was all internal monologue for the most part. But it took Jeff Gordon, Batman's pretty much closest ally at this point. Um, at least closest ally that definitely isn't in a suit or a spandex suit. But it took Jeff Gordon to be that proverbial angel on his shoulder to tell him, if you do this, there is no coming back from it. And on top of that, our friendship will be ruined because I will hunt you down. Because it will make you no better than the Joker at that point. You will be as bad as him, if not worse. Because Batman would have killed the Joker in cold blood. And then at the end of the issue there, for anybody who's unfamiliar, that is the villain known as Hush at the end of the issue on the rooftop there with his face covered in bandages. Spoiler alert, I know, but this storyline's been out for a very, very, very long time, so if you didn't know by now who Hush was, well, now you do. But anyway, I hope everybody enjoyed this comics read along today. If you would like to see a particular comic book series or maybe a particular storyline or set of issues from a comic book title, let me know in the comments. Also, you can email me at thecomicsdad@gmail.com. Let me know if there's anything specifically you'd like to see on the channel here. But until then, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the channel with anybody that you think would enjoy the content out here. Just share it with everybody. We're trying to grow the channel here, and I appreciate everybody's support up to this point. You can also follow me over on X at ComicsDad, and for anybody that is maybe looking to transition from YouTube to another platform for watching content creation, such as Rumble, I am over on Rumble now as well. The channel on Rumble is called Comics Dad Channel. So go ahead over there and follow the channel on Rumble as well. We're doing pretty much all the same content that we are here on YouTube. The only thing we're not doing just yet is the gaming streams, but that will be coming in due time. Until next time, everybody, support your local comic shops, support independent comic creators, support small content creators like myself and so many others out there. Don't forget, though, be good to yourselves, be good to each other, and I will catch you all next time on our next comics read along. Take care, everybody.
Thanks for joining, hope you had fun with Comics Dad. Today's adventure is done, but don't worry, we'll meet again with new tales to share, my friend.